Hey guys, Angus here. Today we got the review of the Double Eagle M56C Multi-Burst Airsoft Shotgun. This review is brought to you by AirsoftStation.com, and if you're interested in purchasing this product after you watch this video, there is a link down below in the description to their website where you can buy it for about $48. So sit back and enjoy the review. Now when you first get the gun, this is the box it will come in. Nothing fancy, just a cardboard box with the standard plastic little carrying handle on top of it. Box is fairly decorated with a large picture of the gun as well as the title M56C and a couple words stating how this gun fires 3 BBs each time. When you open up this box, this is what you should see. The gun will be held in place by a large styrofoam spacer. Now inside the package you have a plastic bag containing your Double Eagle M56C owner's manual. Being that this is a shotgun, it's a pretty simplistic manual. Really just tells you, cock the gun and how to remove clogged BBs from the barrels. Then there'll be a fairly short dejamming rod, one red 30-round shell-type magazine, a fairly nice quality sling with metal hooks, being that this gun is very light. I think this sling should have no trouble supporting the weapon. A bag of maybe 200 0.2 gram BBs. These BBs are a little bit lower quality, therefore I would not recommend using them. A standard 90-round speed loader, and of course your Double Eagle M56C Tri-Shot Shotgun itself. Now it's a really cool gun. I'm really excited to review it, so we're going to go ahead and hop right into the review. One thing I do want to address right away is a lot of people seem to, not even pay attention to Double Eagle. They see the name, they say, oh my god, that's a horrible company, I should not even bother paying attention to that. That may be true for some of their like $40 AEGs they produce, but their shotguns, they're worth paying attention to. They're solid guns. I actually own one myself. I've owned it for over a year. It still works perfectly, still in great external condition. Do not be deterred just because the box or brand is Double Eagle. Now hopping right into the review, starting off with external construction of this gun. It is constructed pretty much entirely of plastic. It's a rather sturdy, solid plastic component. It's nothing cheap. It's going to break right on you. As I stated, the one I own, still in great condition. Nothing has broken on it at all. You get a rock solid external construction, feels great in your hands. You get a couple rubberized pieces, including your pump and your pistol grip that are also textured a bit to give you a nicer grip and feel on them. They feel great in your hands. The shotgun is just created externally amazingly. The one metal piece on here that I feel is important to mention would be your guns. I'm just going to call it your stock tube or your buffer tube here, which your collapsible stock will run along. That is composed of metal. It's good that it's made out of metal because if it were made of plastic and you're moving this all around, there is a chance it could crack and eventually break off, completely losing your stock there. But it's made of metal, it's solid, it's not going to break anytime. The one thing that's a con about it is being that moving the stock back and forth, even the couple times that I've done it, does begin to take some of the black paint off. You can already see the silver of the metal beginning to show. Also, the gun is held together, of course, by metal screws, not plastic ones, so very solid construction despite the plastic body of the gun. One pro of the plastic body is that this gun is extremely light. It weighs maybe 3 pounds, so if you're planning to sling this over your back, you got a light weapon. You don't have to worry about some heavy shotgun clunking around over there weighing you down. So externally, this is an extremely solid gun, plastic, but great quality. So with that being said, that's really all I have to cover in here concerning the shotgun. One last thing I want to talk about is that the hop-up on this gun is indeed fixed. However, after you watch the accuracy test, this gun is rather accurate. It's able to hit targets fairly accurately at about 80 feet. That's when the range begins to tinker out. Great range for a shotgun. And again, really that's all I have to say about this gun indoors. Let's go ahead, head outside, and talk a little bit about some of the features of the shotgun in a field situation. Now, a pretty obvious feature on your M56C is, of course, its pump. You're going to find these on pretty much all your spring-action shotguns. Now, in order to cock the gun, you simply got to pull the pump back, push it forward. That'll bring BBs into the chamber to be fired, and of course, cock the gun. Now, the pump on this gun is a bit tough to pull back, as you're going to expect with your tri-shot shotguns, but eventually it'll wear in, get a little bit easier, and you'll get used to the feel of pumping the shotgun back. Now, a nice feature on this shotgun, definitely an interesting one, is its collapsible stock. This collapsible stock has quite a few purposes. When you're in the field, you want to have this more extended position. It makes it easier to put on your shoulder, aim, and fire with. However, if you're in a CQB game, which these shotguns are typically more meant for, you can go ahead and shorten it by simply pushing in the metal button located on the left side of the stock. When you push it, it will slide in like so. As you can see, slides in, I believe it has around 4 positions, and eventually it will go up to the shortest point of pushing in directly behind the gun. The one thing I have noticed with this shotgun is that it is rather wobbly. As you can see, if you were to put all your pressure from your cheek on it, it would wobble to the side and not be very accurate aiming with this shotgun. Another thing I've noticed is that when it is in the locked position, the shortest position of all, the shotgun does not want to come out of this position. As you can see, pushing in, you really have to pull hard in order to get it to slide out to that longest position. So although the stock is rather nice, it is probably the biggest con about this shotgun, the wobbliness and the tendency to stick when it's in the shortest position. Now, unlike some other shotguns in its class, the M56C actually does feature iron sights. They're located more towards the front of your gun, and you got your rear and your front one. They're really nothing special, not adjustable, but it is nice to have those iron sights on there as opposed to some other shotguns where you get nothing at all. You just got to aim looking down your barrel. You don't have any sights to line up with. Your rear sight is just your standard slit sight. Line up with your front sight post, aim and fire. Again, pretty simplistic, but it's nice to have them on there. Another nice touch is that Double Eagle did take the time to paint them white so they stand out. It's a rather nice touch. And again, nice to have the iron sights on there as opposed to nothing. Now, your magazine ejection piece is located on the right side of the trigger guard, and when you push it backward, as you can see, the shell trap door will open up, causing the shell to drop down. So be prepared to catch that shell. Now, this shotgun uses 30-round shotgun shell type magazines. They hold 30 BBs each, and of course, being this is a tri-shot shotgun, fires 10 shots is what you get out of it, firing 3 BBs each time. Now, these shells feed great. And what's nice about having the 3-barrel system is that if 1 barrel jams, you still got 2 more, and if 2 barrel jams, you still got 1 barrel to fire out of. So it's a really low chance this gun is going to completely jam up on you. I found .3s to have the best accuracy coming out of these shells. Great accuracy using those type of BBs. In order to put your shell back in, open up the trap door, take the front of your shell, place it in like so, and flip up the trap door. Base is clear. Now, when you finally take that objective you've been striving to capture all day and you're heading back to the staging area, it's nice to have a safety on your gun. Luckily, the M56C does have a safety. This is the standard push button safety, pretty no-brainer stuff, located behind the trigger. When it is sticking out of the left side of the gun is capable of firing, pull back the pump, and fire the gun. However, when you push the safety button so it's sticking out of the right side of the weapon, trigger cannot be pulled and your gun is on safe. It's nice to have that safety on your gun so that you're safe off the field. Alright, so we're inside from the field. Let's hop right into the final conclusion of this review. Double Eagle has yet again produced a rather nice quality tri-shot shotgun. As I said, I've owned one in the past, and it still works great to this day, as I expect the M56 to do as well. You get an amazingly solid gun. It's made out of plastic, but it's solid, it's durable, and more than anything I like the most, it's lightweight. It makes it a lot more maneuverable in a CQB game than those guys with those heavy metal shotguns that are clunking around. You get a lightweight one, maneuverable, spin it around corners a lot easier than the metal ones. So great external construction on this gun. It's built phenomenally well. Features-wise, pretty much everything on here is solid. The stock is a little wobbly, as you guys heard, but otherwise it's pretty good. Nothing a little turning of an Allen key wouldn't do to tighten this thing up, prevent it from wobbling and sliding to the side. The pump may be a bit stiff, but again, typically that's what you're going to get with tri-shot shotguns, as they do have to pull 3 BBs instead of one BB out of the shell. Shotgun does have a fixed top-up, however, I found it to be extremely accurate. If you guys haven't checked out the accuracy test yet, you might as well go see for yourselves. Hitting targets rather accurately at about 80 feet, which is great for a shotgun and definitely more than you'll need in a CQB game. So, final conclusion to this review, Double Eagle's M56C is a rock-solid shotgun. If you're looking for a nice CQB weapon or a secondary weapon to sling over your back, possibly use it in the field as well, under $50, Double Eagle's M56C is a good option. So with that being said, guys, This has been Deathcore Airsoft's review of the Double Eagle M56C Tri-Shot Shotgun, available at AirsoftStation.com for about $48. It's a good quality gun. Interested in purchasing it? Pick it up today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe.